Sound check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, can you guys hear me? I'm doing a sound check now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, Janet. Hello, Mr. Lucastro. Hello, Chris. How are you? Hello, Vladimiro Gopanzi. How are you? Hello, Christina. Thanks for joining from KL. Okay. Hello guys, how are you? Can hear me and can see me clearly? A bit of reflection here. Hello, Pedro. How are you? From Venezuela. Thanks for joining. Hey, Rusi. Thanks for joining. Okay, so today we're going to unbox this violin, and all of us is going to admire this violin called Hellier, a violin made by Maestro Edgar Russ, inspired by Stradivari violin called Hellier, made in 1679. So this will be the violin. And before we start doing the unboxing, I would like to share a video that I have compiled using the photos from Maestro Edgar Russ. So that videos we will look at the background of this violin and the story behind it and how it gets started, and how also the footage of the makings taken by Maestro Edgar Russ, and we'll compile that into a video, and let's watch it first before we unbox the violin. Okay. All right. Put this away, and I shall start the video now. Background music off. Let's start. Well, that's the video, and I hope you enjoy it. And at this time, I'd like to shout out to Edgar Russ. He has a YouTube channel, and he made a video of this. He talked about this violin and how much work involved in making this violin, especially the inlay. So you guys, if you are interested, please go to his channel. Maybe Maestro Edgar Russ, you can type in the chat your channel name for your YouTube channel, and they can watch your video later on. So that's the box. We're going to do an unboxing now. Before that, I'll just say hi Derek, thanks for joining. And this box arrived yesterday. I haven't opened, so I'm also as excited as you. This moment, we're going to open it up together and look at the violin. To arrange it in such a way that you're able to see how this is placed inside the box. It's a very smart way of packing it. This is called an Amati Box. It has 2 layers of latex that covering it. So the violin is actually suspended in the air. I'll try to show you, but there is limitation here. I'm sorry. So we don't. The bottom is not touching the carton box. It's only held in the air by the 2 layer of plastic latex. So now copy, I place it here first. See, look at this. And now the violin is, I removed the first layer and the violin is just sitting there on the plastic. I think this box, this Amati box, is really amazing. It's so simple, but it is able to protect the instrument perfectly. Shipped like 10,000 kilometers away from Singapore, and it is safe and sound. We actually don't need to make a custom-made wooden box just to protect. There are people who put comment in my previous video that such as expensive violins, why don't we use a wooden box to protect it? But with this, the Amati box is really fantastic, doing a fantastic job, and can protect the instrument. So now I have the complete set, even with the bridge that is standing upright, with the strings, with some tension. I don't even have to set it up this time. I think that's what Maestro Edgar Russ prefer, that he has completed the setup the way he want, the way he think that is the best for the instrument, including the sound post inside. In a normal case, if we are not using Amati box, we have to take down the sound post inside there, and also the bridge, to make sure that there's no external impact hitting the box, especially at the high point here. That is where the bridge is, and that may crack the top wood here. If that happens, then that is a disaster. Yay. Thank you so much, Lucy. Alright, so now we shall take a closer look of this instrument. I think especially with the inlay, the total of this inlay, I won't mention the material. You can watch Edgar Russ video on YouTube. But this the original inlays with the round piece and the diamond, total of 418, if not mistaken, in total, on both sides. So this is I think it's following the actual of the Hellier. Of course, with this the inlay here is, from the video you can see that it was carved on the ribs and then inject with glue mixed with ebony dust, so that you get this beautiful black color flowers on the ribs, as well as all the way up to the scroll, the back of the scroll. In the middle there is this purfling, and the both sides of the scrolls and the front. And these packs, to look at clearly, this packs is this is from France. The company is called Boydamoni. Make this very high quality packs with the designs that is from the early days, and the carvings on the tailpiece. Even with the end button that is carving. It looks a bit pale on the camera here. I'm trying to increase the color. Just give me a second. Maybe this is better. At this point, that anyone has questions or you want to look at the particular details of the violin, you can shout out and I will show it to you. Let's measure the body length. Yes, the body length is measured from the back. The body length is 358 millimeter. This is what exactly a Hellier measure. So now we can look at the original Hellier made by Stradivari more than 300 years ago. This picture, of course, is a life size. With very similar texture from the original and the new piece. And the texture, I'd like to mention that they make it look like it had been played like 100 years, 400 years. The texture is really amazing. And that is the back. We choose the piece of wood block that look quite close to the original here, with the flame lines going the diagonally sideways for about, I think it's about 15 degree. Yeah, you look at this, the middle part here, that is where uh, the violins worn out. These parts will wear out faster than the other part, because this is this is the high point whereby if you place the violin on the table, these parts will always touch the table. That's why in the middle here always wear out first, and it looks like the original here. And the ebony crown, this is called ebony crown. It's in the same shape. Now we can look at the side of the violin. Of course, this is the pegs is basically replaceable. So after many years of playing, the pegs also wear out, and it's very normal for us to just replace the pegs. This on the picture here, it may not be the original pegs after all. We choose to use the old looking pegs for this new violin. I think you cannot see too much the details of this inlay because it is a darker instrument. Maybe we look at the sides. Yeah. Okay, this way. I think like that is better. And this side. Now some of you may notice that now the peg, the set of pegs is in boxwood. This is in boxwood, but this is black. I will change it. Let's change it so that it looks like a complete set. Christopher say it'll be even better without chin rising. That's how they play in the good old days. Yes, that's true. But in a modern world, we can't play without the chin rest. unless you are really playing the early music, the Baroque style, then yes, you can play without chin rest. I decided to do it the ebony chin rest because I like the sound of it better, but of course the boxwood fits better for the look. Yes, totally agree. Also, the titanium parchment on the E string is kind of sound taste question. If you can take it off, very easy, and double check what you like the best. Oh yes, now I noticed that is this the titanium parchment. Usually we would put the parchment, it's like either paper, thick piece of paper, or drum skin, or sheepskin we will paste on the bridge at the E string side, so that's prevent the string from cutting in the wood. So now this is a new product, is using titanium, so you will never wear, but let's hear how it sounds like with this titanium parchment. It is always a choice of the player, what material they want on this as a parchment. Interesting that different type of wood on the chin rest can change the sound. Yes, Christopher, I think you experienced it before with some chin rest from Bulgaro. It actually improved the sound as compared to chin rest from the other manufacturer, right? Pedro says it's beautiful replica. Speaking of the sound of the instrument, it refers to the quality of master who built it. This type of replicas are valued at how many dollars? I think for the price reference here, you can go to Edgar Russ' website. You can find his instruments is published there for sale. That is not the price of this instrument, but roughly you would know how much a violin will cost, made by Maestro Edgar Russ. Yeah, Janet, yes, all can't wait to hear how it sounds like, but at this stage we do not want to play for about a week, because I always believe that we need to climatize the instruments. When you arrive from Europe, from different continent to Singapore, in Singapore with the wet weather and humid and hot, we want the wood to get used to the weather here before we actually tune it up in high tension and play it. That is always better for the instrument in the long run. Alright, we put away these books here. So this is the certificate. Certificate is like the birth cert of the instrument. First, we have this certificate from the consortium of Cremona violin maker. It is made in the sound of Cremona SRL. The violin maker name Russ Edgar. Made in the year 2021. And the body measurement of the violin, and the wood, the choice of wood is also mentioned here. The top is from Italy. And of course with the photographs, side photograph, stamp, you can see from the reflection here. So in order to obtain this certificate, this is issued by the consortium of the violin maker in Cremona. In order to obtain this certificate, it's actually I think there's a process require the maker to prove that this violin is indeed made by him. I think proof of 20 photographs or something like that, and then in the end they will be able to issue this certificate that it's indeed made in Cremona. On top of this certificate, there is also his personal certificate. Oops, sorry. The same photographs is signed, and the description. The front, the back, and I think the full descriptions of these violins are written in Italian, of course. And this violin is completed on the 22nd of September 2021. It's only about like a few days ago. And that's the scroll. Very beautiful. Alright, does anyone would like to see more in details of the violin? Hi Mika, thanks for joining. And of course, besides the certificate, there is also a paper label pasted inside the violin. Right, and as well as some fire stamp inside the violin. Usually it's on the top block here. If you open up this M button, you can pick through, look straight into this the top block here. You can see the fire stamp, and also the inside here. If you shine torchlight, you can find that fire stamp on the back plate as well as the top plate. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask, or you like to see any parts that is I haven't shown you, please say so. I will show it to you. If not, today's sharing is that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Mikhail is a decorated Strat copy, and is the violins is inspired by this violin made by Stradivari in 1679. The original is documented here. In fact, this is the second violins after he made the decorated one. The first one is on 1677. It's called the Sunrise. It is similar to that. Yeah, that is the Sunrise, 1677. This one, the back plate is the flame line is more straight. This one has a bit of slanting. Yes, we'll definitely share with you the sound, how we feel about the sound, as well as when the player play on it. We'll share with you, and we'll talk more about that later on. Thank you. We can see the site. Yeah, I think if I move it up, it's not that clear. So the flower runs from the bottom all the way up, flower and leaves, and to the scroll. I try to move away from the reflection to the scroll, the side of the scroll, and from the front there is a center that is purfling, to the back, purfling to the back here, and the flower and the leaves. Oh, Janet, please come. If you are able to, I'm not sure. You told me that now you guys can't travel to Singapore. Let's say if the border restrictions is lifted, please buy a ticket and board the plane to come to Singapore to look at this violin. Thanks, Mika. I may have someone play the violin, a real violinist play the violin, and then record it and maybe share it on Instagram. If I'm able to do that, I'll surely will do that. Thank you, Maestro Russ. I hope to see you soon, maybe next year in Cremona. Steven, thanks for joining, and thank you for watching. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Mr. Castro. Send my regards to your mom, Dr. Ann. Thanks, Derek. Actually, the actual violin is not that pale. I think it's because of the light. Okay, if there's no other questions or requests to look at the violin, thank you for watching my stream. I'm SK from Johan Strings. I try to do a live stream every fortnight on Wednesday 7 p.m. As much as I can, I introduce new violins, especially from Italy to Singapore, and to share on live stream. Most of the time I will unbox and also to set it up on the live stream itself immediately after unbox, but not for this one, because this one was protected by the Amati Box that is doing a fantastic job in securing the instrument even with the bridge is up. So during my live streams, that's basically I do, and I had a few 2 videos that have uploaded to YouTube. So go watch my YouTube live stream video for the last 2 instruments that I unboxed and set up. In the upcoming live streams, I have not thought about the content. If I already firm out about what I'm going to share on the live stream, I will post it on my Facebook, Johan Strings, my Instagram, Johan Strings, and to update you guys about what's the upcoming live streams. Thank you so much. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, all of you. Bye bye.